Hey guys, so we're going to start off this week with our balances. Yay! So we're going to do attitude balances. They'll be from the front and they'll also be to the back, and it'll be on both legs because we have to be even Stevens, okay? I'm going to real quick show you and then we'll do it with music, but I'll break it down, okay? So, and I'm going to do it to the side so that way you can see a little bit better. And my bed covers my feet just a little bit. So let's start off with our hands on our hips for right now, but whenever we really do it, it's going to be our arms out in second for the sake of balance, okay? So we're going to do it in first position, so our feet are turned out. What we do first is we tendu. Then we lift just a little bit. And an attitude is whenever we have just a slight bend. We don't want it to be a serious bend. We don't want it to be completely straight. We just want a little bend, okay? Then again, like I said, we're gonna hold, and let's say we're gonna hold it for 16 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. We extend, point, close. So it gets broken down. Point, lift, bend, straighten, point, close. 6 steps, okay? And because it's a balance, we really want to think about controlling and not wiggling. We also want to think about taking it slow. If you just simply lift your leg up, your body isn't prepared. So every single step, so whenever you point your foot, you're getting your weight onto that one leg that is standing nice and still and straight and tall, okay? And then whenever you lift it up, you have to adjust again, and you have to be like, okay, now this leg is up off the ground. I've got to really hold everything nice and tight. And then whenever you do the bend, it's just a little bit more control. Then you have to make sure you're breathing as you're holding, and then we extend, showing that we have control, number 1, of our balance, and number 2, we're not letting all of our body let go, okay? Whenever you're wiggling, it's showing that you're not holding everything nice and tight, okay? And then whenever we point down, we're shifting our weight from that one foot back to that foot and closing back into both feet. I think I ask you guys quite often, I'm like, where's my weight? Okay, same thing with this. You're shifting your weight to a different foot, and it switches because we're going to do both sides. Again, we want to really make sure that we haven't done our bot mas yet, but whenever we do our bot mas, our leg comes to us, not our chest to our leg. We want to make sure that our chest is nice and tall whenever we're doing our balances, because if we bend over, instantly our weight's going somewhere else, okay? And this is most importantly whenever we're going to the back, and I'm going to show you that in a second, but I wanted to talk about where our weight is shifting from. And again, strong arms, strong supporting leg. Our supporting leg does not bend. We talked about our releves in the video last week. Same idea. The leg is nice and strong, supporting us. If it bends, we fall, okay? So for the back, I'm going to turn this away, and you can see. So for the back, we tendu back. Where's my weight? It's up on this front leg. I lift. Where's my weight? I'm nice and strong. This leg is nice. And as you can see, I lost my balance, so I wiggled. If I don't wiggle, I'm not going to lose my balance. I bend just a little bit. Again, we're going to hold for 16, and then we're going to straighten, point, close, okay? I've already done a lot of talking. Let's just, I don't need that window. I need this. So let's go ahead and listen to some music, and we're gonna hold each for 16 counts. So front to the right, 16, front to the left, 16, back to the left, right, 16, back to the left, 16, okay? And I'm gonna count slow, okay? So it's not fast, it's slow. Make sure you're breathing in between everything, okay?
Tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you. Tell you I need you. Tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming in tails. Heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. I was just guessing the numbers and figures, putting the puzzle.
Stop. There we go. Okay, good job. So we have to make sure whenever we're doing our balances, and guys, our balances are very important for whenever we do our bot mas, because we're shifting our weight and we have to make sure that we're nice and balanced on that one leg for our bot mas. Also, what else is our balance going to be good for? What did we do last week? Pirouettes. So our balance, learning to balance really well, is going to mean that we're going to be able to do more rotations for our turns in the future. Okay, this is almost very important in the point that we need to do it every week. Okay, and we may end up doing that every week. I may have you do a balance video each week. Maybe we can do that. Ideas. I love it. Okay, awesome. So we also, I have my list. We also worked on our pas de bourrées last week. So let's go over that really quickly, and then I want to tweak it a little bit with something extra, okay? So our pas de bourrées were here, and we're gonna stay with our jazz ones for today. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, or high, high, low, high, high, low. I'm about to blow your minds. I believe that flexibility leaps and turns, you guys are already working on these. I'm not entirely sure if Jazz Lyrical 4, you guys have worked on these yet, but I totally believe in y'all, okay? This is something a little harder. It's okay. Like I said, I think it's a little new, but it's similar to the pas de bourrées. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a turn. So each step is going to turn ourselves around ourselves, okay? I need you to watch me do it and then do it, okay? Because it is one of those things that it's like, what are my feet doing? Because as you're turning, I'm turning, and then you can't tell what I'm doing, okay? So I'm gonna try to explain this. Hopefully it makes sense. But you're here, hands on hips. So it's high, high, low, back, side, front. Whenever you do a turn though, it goes back, back, over, front, back, over, front, okay? So for the pas de bourrées, it's back, side, front, but for the turns, it's back, over, front. Okay, so instead of going to the side, we go over, which means our step goes back, and then that leg swings over, and then we replace the other foot back in front. This is gonna probably be one of the harder ones to teach via virtual classroom, but we're gonna work on it, okay? So let's do it a couple more times, and then we'll do it with music. Thank you, Mr. Motorcycle person. We're here. Back, side, front. Back, side, front. Back, over, front. Back, over, front. Again, back, side, front. Back, side, front. Back, over, front. Back, over, front. So I'm going to do that with music, and we'll do it a couple times. Hopefully this makes sense. Please rewind and rewatch if it doesn't. It's, like I said, a little complicated, but I know you can do it. What do I want? Ooh, I think this would be a good beat. Get a little dramatic. One, two, three.
I will still
Back,
be
side,
here
front. We're turning
as long as you hold
up,
me
down,
in your memory.
back, over, front. Regular, back, side, front.
When your dreams have
Back, side,
ended,
front. We're
time
turning
can be
back, over,
transcended.
front.
Just
Turn.
remember
Back,
me.
over, front, to the side. Back,
I am the
front,
one star that keeps
back,
burning so
front,
brightly. Is the
back,
last light to
front,
fade into the rising
back,
sun.
over, front, to the side.
And
Back,
with
side,
you,
front,
whenever
back,
you tell my story
turn. Back, over, front, back,
and
over,
all
front,
I've
to the
done.
side. Back, side, front, back,
Remember,
front,
I will still be here as long as you hold me in your memory.
Very good.
Remember.
Okay, so whenever you're doing your pas de bourrée turn, you don't travel as much. You kind of turn underneath yourself. Again, like I said, this was something a little new, something similar to what we're already working on, but I wanted to pop it in there. Okay, huzzah. We're doing good. Let's work on 3-step turns with lunges. Okay. Well, 3-step turns and 3-step turn lunge. And we're just going to go back and forth with that because they're basically the same thing. The only difference is whenever we finish our turn, instead of ending with a point, we're going to, or step point, we're going to end with a step lunge. We've worked on this. I'll show you. We'll do it with music. So for a 3-point turn, it's similar to our chaîné turn. It's the beginning of our chaîné turn, but we do our 3-step turn first. So we're here. For our turns, we have our leg pointed out to the front that's going to be leading us in the direction we go. The arm that's leading us as well is going to be curved in front of our belly. The other arm is extended out to the side. We are going to take 3 steps. 1, 2, gets us to face the back. 3, step point, sorry. I was going to continue on. We're going back. So every 3-point turn, you turn one direction, and then you reverse it right away. So 1, 2, 3, step point, and 1, 2, 3, step point. 1, 2, 3, step point. 1, 2, 3, step point. Okay? Then, moving on from there, we have our lunge. So again, I said, instead of the step point, we do step lunge. Yeah? So let's do that. We're here. 1, 2, 3, lunge. 1, 2, 3, lunge. Okay? So I'm going to do the 3-step turn and the 3-step turn lunge. And whenever I do the lunge, I'm going to do some fancy arms. Feel free to follow my arms, but you can also do your own. Get creative with it, yeah? Take this moment to just have fun, okay? What song do I want? This would be good. No, this one. Ready? So here. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, lunging. 1,
When I wake up,
3,
well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you.
point, and
And
turn.
when I go
Step
out,
point.
yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles, to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yeah, I know I'm gonna be.
There we go. Good job. Okay, moving on. Batmas. Talked about that a minute ago whenever we were doing our balances. We're going to be thinking about the same things we do with our balances. So whenever we're doing our batmas, we want to have a nice supported body, straight legs until we have a knee drop. But we're going to do those in a second. We got to do regular batmas first before we add the knee to it, okay? But we all know what I'm talking about, okay? Strong arms, strong supporting leg, straight kick leg, Also, whenever our foot leaves the ground, what's the rule? Forever and ever and always. Unless a teacher choreographs it differently. But chances if it's me, it's gonna always be this rule. Pointed foot. The second that your foot leaves the ground, it's pointed, always. That's the rule my teacher always said. The second you step, it's always pointed, okay? So we're gonna do battements to the front. I'm going to attempt to do them across my room. And then we're going to, the second we get to the other side, we're gonna stand nice and tall and we're gonna do it to the back. So I'm gonna do as many as I can, but I would like you to do 16 on each side. Also, whenever we do our battements, should your leg be super high? Should you be kicking for your nose? Or should you be trying to keep your body straight, your leg straight, and your supporting leg straight? Option 2, everything tall and straight. We don't want to bend over and lose our balance and drop our chest and bend our legs for the sake of height. Height depends on flexibility. That's just how it goes. If you want to work on your flexibility, definitely do your splits all the time. Like, you should be doing your stretch video today as well, okay? But anyway, let me demonstrate some battements and then we'll do our video. And I'll also demonstrate the knee drop real quickly, and then we're gonna add that on. So after we do 16 to the front, 16 to the back, we're gonna do 16 knee drops going back to the front. We do not knee drop to the back. At least I don't. But anyway, so here we go. We have our battements. We're nice and tall. Arms are out to the side. Step, battement. Point, step, battement. Point, step, battement. Point, step, battement. Point. Notice whenever I do my battements, my body is nice and tall. My supporting leg is straight, this one. This leg is nice and straight, and it's only going up as high as I can stay tall. I don't let it drop to get higher. Yeah, again, that's for flexibility. You just gotta gain that strength and flexibility. So that's to the front. If we're going to the back, yes, you can kick up a little higher, but we don't wanna drop our chest just to get it up. So we wanna think about a wall. There's a wall right here. And whenever we kick backwards, we don't wanna bust our nose on the wall, okay? So we wanna keep it nice and tall. Kick back, step, kick back, step, kick back, step, kick back, step. But see, my body does not move. It's a little bit harder. Again, pointed toes, straight legs. Real quickly, the knee drops. So then we're here to the front. Step, battement, knee drop. Straighten, battement, knee drop. Fun fact, me and my husband, Taylor, we went and did a walk today, and on our walk, we did some lunges, knee drops, like for a small area around our apartment complex where we walk. Both him and I's thighs right now are on fire. He was like, whose great idea with this? And I was like, it's mine. Because I knew I wanted to do it with you guys. So I'm already, I'm already a little bit like, dang it. But here we go. Let's do this. Good song, right? So, battements first, to the front. Nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 60 knee drops and 1, down, 2, 3, and down, 4, and down. These are slower. 5, and down, 6, and down, 7, and down, 8, and down, 9, and down, 10, and down, 11, and down. Almost there. 12, and down, 13, and down, 14, and down, 15, and down. Last one, 16, and down. Good job. Woo. Okay, so that is it for today. I cannot wait to be back in class with you guys. I'm ready. Miss you all. Bye. Stay safe.